Thank you. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Good morning. Is the Alliance of Retired Americans in the house? Yeah. Let's try that again. Is organized labor in the house? Yeah. I bring greetings from more than 600,000 active and retired fighting machinist members across North America. I know we have a strong contingency of machinists in the house. Are the machinists in the house? Yeah. Outstanding. Ever since the Alliance was born in 2001, the machinists have been proud to stand by your side. It was a legendary Machinist International president who was the founding president of the Alliance, George Corpius. And today, another legendary machinist, my friend and brother, leads this great organization. Let's give it up for your president and former IM General Secretary Treasurer, Robert Roach, Jr. I'd also like to thank and recognize the Director of Retirees for the Machinist Union, Ed Manhart, who is here with us today. Ed oversees more than 90 retirees clubs across North America and is the point person for over 220,000 IM retirees. Thank you, Ed, for all you do for our machinists. I am also very proud to sit on the Alliance's executive board, and I'm here to tell you today that our partnership today is stronger than ever. We must continue to get stronger every day because our enemies sure as hell aren't giving up. Take this fellow Mitch McConnell. Yeah, you can boo. He said in plain English what we already know. These right-wing extremists in Washington, D.C. are coming after our Social Security and Medicare that we have earned. The GOP needs to pay for these lavish tax breaks for the wealthy somehow. So that's what they want to do. They want everyone in this room and others to pay for it. Well, Mitch, last week the American people sent you a message. The message was either stand with working people or working people will take your butt out. Maybe these anti-worker bums will understand if I say it like the man in the White House. Republican extremists, you're fired. That's exactly what we did in the House, in the governor's mansions, and in the state legislatures across this country. We actually flipped in the state legislatures over 372 seats. But this is probably my favorite one. How about the job we did in throwing Scott Walker's butt out in Wisconsin? The election was a wave. It was a wave of women and working people. More than 100 women, the highest in the history of our republic, will be serving in the House come January. On election night, we also elected hundreds, and still counting, union members to the halls of power across this great country. How about our Unite Here sister, Jackie Rosen, the next U.S. Senator right here in Nevada? I was confident that another ally of working people, Kristen Sinema, would end up flipping the U.S. Senate seat next door in Arizona, and brothers and sisters, she did. She won that Senate seat. You all helped us smack down so-called right to work in Missouri. So I say thank you. And with the flips in the state houses and the senates, I believe that we will continue to reverse right to work across this country. All of these victories are because of organizations like the Alliance. Thank you, brothers and sisters. But I'm here to talk about more than just your activism during this election season. The Alliance and union retirees are absolutely critical to our mission to bring benefits of union membership to more working people across our great nation. All of you know the value more than any about what a union brings to you on the job. At the IM, we are actively recruiting retirees to help us with organizing campaigns across our great country. Part of the top to bottom restructuring of our organizing strategy was to use the expertise and experience of IM retirees in every organizing campaign possible. Well, the results are in. In 2017, we organized more members than we had in the last quarter century, over 24 years. We followed it up by organizing more new members in May of this year than we did in all of 2017. And as of today, we've organized 11,000 new IAM members into our ranks. One of those victories was in a place that people said that we couldn't win, and that was in the South. How about the bravery of those 178 men and women at Boeing in South Carolina who voted 2-1 for the Machinists Union against fierce anti-union consultants? Part of our strategy is also what I firmly believe is connecting a young union leader with a seasoned union retiree. That is what our movement needs to move our movement forward. I firmly believe that the labor movement is on the verge of a resurgence like we've never seen in our lifetimes. Now we got to ask ourselves, will this be a moment or will it be a movement? Brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that we will never be stopped if we all continue to stand together. Together we will fight for justice and dignity on the job. One of my personal top issues moving forward with this new Congress is going to be pension reform. We need relief to our pension system, our multi-pension system, and our single employer pension system. And the Pension Select Committee has not provided it. These are the folks, these bipartisan committee of 8 senators and 8 House members were supposed to come together and put a program together for pension relief of stressed pensions across this country. And in my opinion, they have failed to do so. They did exactly the opposite of what they were tasked to do. They voted partisan right down the line and will not give relief. So what I believe we have to do now is count on our new friends in Congress to get them to stand up and give Main Street. If they can give Wall Street a bailout, they can give Main Street a bailout. And yes, we must change other laws on multi-employer pension plans, like what they did to our brothers and sisters who have union pensions when they allowed a group of trustees to unilaterally change your pension benefit. If they come together in the Board of Trustees rooms and say that they want to reduce your pensions, by law they can now do that. If you remember the Keep Our Pension Promises Act, put in by Marcy Kaptur and Bernie Sanders, That changed the ERISA protections that we all had in this room and all the future retirees. It is criminal, in my opinion, to be able to allow a trustee or a group of trustees on a pension board to reduce your pensions if they vote to do so. We must change that law, and the Machinists Union will be leading the way to change that law. Together, we will fight for retirement for every working American that deserves it. And I believe all Americans deserve a retirement with dignity and respect. Together, we will fight for Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid that we have all earned. Together, we will fight against any form of discrimination or bigotry that allows our enemies to use to divide us. And brothers and sisters, the labor movement has been saying forever, you can retire from your job, but you can never retire from your union. You are all proof of that line. I want to say thank you, and God bless you all.